Hello, and welcome to the Swole Initiative Network. You're watching the Fables of Gahlia, the correct way to start your weekend. Before we jump into tonight's chapter, let's give a quick shout out to some awesome companies that make this a lot easier to do, starting with Stacks.
Awesome. Our first sponsor of the night is Norse Foundry, straight from the halls of Valhalla. I read it out of order. I messed myself up. No. Comes our first sponsor, Norse Foundry. They create artisan dice and gaming accessories crafted from the finest metals and gemstones by the dwarves themselves. With Norse Foundry, even your natural ones will be beautiful. Check the link in the chat or just head over to norsefoundry.com and use the code SWOLE, SWOLE, to save 10% today.
Awesome. Betty, what you got?
You guys should also check out Nine Realms Gaming. They hand make all of their products with natural woods to create quality and affordable gaming accessories for everyone. You can also get custom pieces like my beautiful Moonphase dice tray here in purple, where you can roll your Norse Foundry dice and also get a 14. Hopefully you've got a good modifier for that one. But yeah, use the code SWOLE10. You can get 10% off of your purchase over at ninerealmsgaming.com.
Yes, and Brent.
Okay, are you guys ready? Because it is now time to give a special thank you and shout out to our next sponsor of the evening. Say it with me, Griffin Co. Everything that you see that is 3D printed on our shows is from Griffin Co. If you would like to get in on this awesome action, all you need to do is just go on over to griffinco.com and use the promo code SWOLE22 at checkout and receive 22% off of your entire order.
Fantastic. And I believe that leads us to Miss Ashley.
That's me! Okay, roll for initiative before to the mosh pit with dice and devil horns. Visit diceanddevilhorns.com for heavy metal tabletop gaming merch, mugs, and more. Use code SWOLE at checkout for 10% off your order, and be sure to follow them on Instagram for those sweet, sweet memes. That's dice, the letter, in devilhorns.com. In rock before you roll.
Awesome. Quickly, other things that you can do. If you are a subscriber, you can hit !roll in the chat and roll along with the players and see what you get. Other things. We do have a giveaway goal. It is set at 75. We will, as soon as we hit 75 subs, those are prime subs, which are free. Gifted subs, which I guess can also be free unless you are gifting them. Or regular subs, they all go towards our giveaway goal. And once we hit that number, we will release the giveaway and we'll let you all know. It'll all be drawn in stream, whatever stream it is when we hit it. And you do have to be in the stream to claim the prize when we do it, or we move on. Other things, I can't remember. My head has gone blank.
We have a YouTube.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It is currently up to date. All of our
We have a YouTube.
Yeah. So you guys can check out any of our VODs there now. That's where they go to live. So all of our Call of Cthulhu that we did, that is there now. Some of our question answers, those are there. And every episode of the Fables of Gahlia, they're all up to date, except for tonight's, because you're currently watching it.
Yes. And also Flex Points. How could I forget? So the channel points that you accumulate by watching our pretty faces, if you just hit the flexing arm, you can spend 1,000 of them on each player once per stream. When 10 like votes are basically made on one player, they will get a flex point, which will be depicted by a giant flexing arm in their player window. And that means that they get to narratively kind of flex on their abilities a little bit at the DM's discretion. So it kind of adds to some really cool moments. So get in the chat, get talking about who needs it the most, and team up to try and influence the game a little bit for free. So yes, do that. Last but not least, thank you all for choosing to spend your Friday night with us. Little old us. We super appreciate it. We super appreciate everyone that keeps coming back, everyone that subscribes month after month, everyone that gifts, everyone that uses their Prime subscription and renews it every month. I see it in the chat all the time. Thank you so much. We all appreciate everyone here and everyone who is just watching. That's the whole point of us doing this. So thank you so much for enjoying our stories, and I think that's it, and we should just jump into tonight's chapter of the Fables of Gahlia.
Get my ears on.
And welcome back. So, last time on the Fables of Gahlia, you guys had met up with Soldy, otherwise known as Old Salty, the aged turtle, who is in charge of taking the salt that's mined from his home at Hunger's Edge and dropping it off to the various cities that require it. After some long, drawn-out conversations, you guys eventually made it to Hunger's Edge, this cityscape that's kind of carved into the side of this large stone pillar that sits out into the beach as it's been sort of eroded away from the mountainside around it, and now there's just sand and water around it. You guys eventually made it up the elevator, sort of hand-drawn by Utgar, the Minotaur lawkeeper, LAW lawkeeper.
Right, lorekeeper.
Right.
What else? After that, dropping the horses off with Salty and kind of paying ahead for the care. You guys took a stroll around and went up and met a sea elf by the name of Lewin. After some shenanigans, basically getting your rooms and setting up for the afternoon. It is mid-afternoon, sort of around 3 o'clock. And you guys are all in your respective rooms. Lost, you have your individual room. The girls are together, and and Rhapsody and Kaya are together. So, with that, the afternoon is yours. What would you like to do?
Roz, what did you think of that flight?
That was pretty amazing. You seem to be getting a knack for the wings.
Well, I've learned something though. They're not like if I flap them, they're not catching air. I'm just flying somehow because they're
So
not.
Just there.
Well, I mean,
Visually?
they still. I think everything responds the way it's supposed to, but it's just a magical effect as opposed to like an aerodynamic effect or whatever that is.
But it's safe, right? You don't feel like.
I mean, they only stay out for so long, and then they kind of fade. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to be up in the air whenever something like that happened. Although, if I'm not too high, I can just, slow fall down. Which,
Slow
wouldn't-
falling's the way to go.
yeah, it's a nice safety net, so to speak. But it was really fun. I've never flown that high or that fast before. Normally, it's just like across a field and only like a few feet off the ground to jump over a gap, and I've only done it like 3 times before.
Interesting.
That was a lot of fun. Maybe we should go back down and see what everybody else is doing.
Yes. I'll be down shortly as soon as I shift into my purple robes.
Awesome. Let's check in on Lost. You've been pretty quiet this past day. You have a room to yourself. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I think after being on the road for so long, finding a city with a fully stocked tavern was refreshing for me. And I think I spent the night enjoying myself with the refreshments.
Cool. I mean, it's still mid-afternoon. You guys have just
Yeah.
made it there and kind of set in your stuff. So
Yeah.
that's what's on Lost's mind for the evening.
Yes, but I've already started drinking.
Of course.
Of course. Awesome. And switching to the ladies' room. You guys, I guess, last were comparing familiars.
I think Adeline's probably braiding up her hair into like a where you like crisscross it to pin it up to get it out of the way. She's already got her bathing costume on, and probably like Duchess is skittering for her life across the floor, running for Poppy.
Oh, I think they're gonna be best friends.
They're getting along so well already. Oh, get Duchess out of your mouth, Pop. Oh well, she just falls right out. Are you sure? Are you going to be taking a dip?
I mean, if that's what everyone else is doing.
It sounds so nice after so long on the road.
Yeah. Do you think maybe we should ask that nice blue gentleman about what people typically wear for such a thing?
Oh. Oh, do you think I'm misdressed for the occasion?
I have no idea. I have no frame of reference for such a thing.
Well, perhaps we should ask. This is what I have, though, so it's probably what I'll
I
go
only
with.
have my
Oh.
travel clothes.
Oh. You don't have slippers to change into at night?
Well,
So-
I have.
Most of you even have a
Well, I mean, I have a change of clothes, but it's still just travel clothes. I don't have a bathing suit or bathing costume, as you like to call it.
Well, surely that's the kind of thing they should have here in supply, if it's a place to do such a thing. Oh, and she'll finish pinning up her hair and scoop up Duchess into her hand and start heading downstairs. She's gonna go look for Lewin.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
You're already gone.
I'll just kind of scurry down the stairs after her.
Awesome.
Kaya and Roz, you guys get a knock at your door.
Hello?
And Lost is like, I overheard the lady folk. It sounds like we're going to take a dip in the ocean.
I think we're just gonna get into the tubs in the bar. They I mean, I know you came in kind of out of it, but when we came into the bar, they have these big tubs. It's like a hot tub, but I don't know if it's hot. And everybody just hangs out in there and drinks. There's a bunch of them.
So there's seats at the bar, which you would have seen, and then the rest of the bar is taken up with these sort of almost like half of a volcano kind of coming up out of the ground, but they're rock pools. They're filled with water. And Lewin did let you know that there are certain seismic activity that keeps the water heated.
I would like to know about property values here. So Lost is like just knocking. It's like, well, hurry up, let's
Well,
go.
you can come in. Just
I'm
come
waiting
in.
at the door. Well, when you open the door, you see Lost completely naked, and he's
Oh my
holding
God.
the alchemy jug, and it's blocking his crotch area, and that's all you see.
So that's your alchemy junk.
Alchemy jug.
No,
I'm
that is
ready
not
to go.
canon.
Okay. All right. I think. I don't know what the rules are for clothing, but I'm sure they'll let you know when you get in there. We'll be in there. You go on ahead. We'll catch up.
Wouldn't it be safer if you had like an article or something covering your regions?
And then so Lost says, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." He lifts the alchemy jug, and it's his tidy whitey loincloth. He's ready to go. He wasn't.
Okay.
Come on.
You had me worried there, buddy.
Yes.
Come on.
But I've learned to just roll with and go with whatever you're doing. I just let it happen, because there's no real guiding you. We try, but
There's only one life to live.
it's true.
Well, okay. I take that back. There's undead, and there's different lives to live. I mean, we travel with someone who talks to the dead. So I take that back. I'm going to go to the tub now.
All right, we'll catch you in there.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready to go, Roz?
Rhapsody comes out in full silk garments, except they're the purple ones now to match the different attire that Lily and Rose got him. Yes, I am ready.
All right, let's go.
Fantastic. So, everyone heading down the stairs. Adeline probably first, followed by Rose, and then the guys. You come back down, and it's still fairly early, so it's still fairly empty. There's Lewin behind the bar, still sort of cleaning up and making sure that everything is kind of in order, basically for the evening ahead.
Sir, Lewin, sir, excuse me.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
Hi. Two things. One, I was wondering if you had any spare bathing costumes for my friends, if that's something that you have. What is the dress code? Maybe I should have asked first. Is this how formal a little bath is?
This is pretty much the antithesis of formal attire.
So no attire at all.
If you so please,
That's
once you're in the pool.
That's kind of what I was afraid of. Thinking that's what I thought.
Great.
I guess we don't need any clothes from you, so thanks.
Thank you.
But if you are more self-conscious or do not want that level of exposure, you can purchase some water garments from the general store.
That's probably a good idea. Where's that?
This level?
It is... Yes, it is on this level. And he just kind of gives you a couple of directions and things. You don't have to leave this level of Hunger's Edge, so it doesn't sound that difficult to get to.
Thank goodness. No. If we can avoid that ladder again, I'm eager to do so for as long as possible. My second request. Rose, did you want me to go with you to the general store, or should I stay here?
Oh, I guess I could go by myself. I don't do a lot of that. Did you need any assistance with anything?
Me? Oh no! I just if I'm staying, do you have a kind of largish mug about yay high, wide?
A mug?
Do you? No, Lou. Sorry, I'm asking the barkeep.
Oh, sorry. You keep cutting
if
out.
he
I
has
don't really
a
hear you.
Oh. Yeah. Lewin, do you have a mug that I can use about yay high, this large?
A mug? Sure, I can find something. And he sort of rummages around, and after a moment, produces like a it's like a clay mug, like roughly the size that you need.
Adeline will pick it up. I just need the one mug. She now has Duchess in one hand and the mug in the other, and she's gonna go over to a pool, skip a little, get a little water out, and put Duchess in the mug so she has her own little hot tub that she can enjoy.
So, Duchess, the many-eyed rat, goes in, arms over the edge.
Oh,
So
cute.
So cute.
That's delightful. Well, is there anything I can help anyone else with?
Have we arrived?
Yeah. I said you'd make it down like at roughly the same time, but
Got
like
it.
in that order.
I'm just continuing to drink, but I have my eyes fixated on Roz. I'm contemplating Roz, whether Roz, when he gets into the water, will look like one of those foofy dogs that just.
I knew exactly what you were gonna say. Like all the silks
Yep.
just stick to
All
him.
the silks just say, and he's a little tiny little scrawny dog.
So, is there... Well, sir, we prefer that you drink from the house, not from where you bring other beverages.
Well, can I have some of your finest fire brandy? And I look over at Rose and I. Can I afford the fire brandy?
Well, that very much depends on how much the fire brandy is.
How much is your fire brandy?
3 silver per measure.
How much is a bottle?
That bottle? And he points to this, like, very large bottle. Like, bigger than you've seen in the cities you've been. It has no label on it. And it's just very plain, almost like a jug, basically.
Do you have a smaller bottle?
No, that's generally how Owain makes it.
Oh.
Um,
It is made in house.
in city.
Made upstairs at the speaker's chamber.
Wow.
Genuine dwarven fire brandy.
Wow. I will take a glass.
Coming up. And he serves you. No flashy sliding across the table here. He just puts it down in front of you.
I'll put 2 gold in your hand, Lost.
Would you like to start a tab?
Yes, I would like to start a tab.
Fantastic.
And do I see the tubs? Hot tubs?
Yep, they're right behind you. As you're like facing the bar, they're right behind you.
Oh, I grab my this nice brewed fire brandy. I take a nice sniff of it, and I just head into the tub. And I sink in.
Okay, there are a couple of different types. There are ones with a small island in the center that has been sort of flattened out to be like a little pedestal table. And then there are smaller ones that don't have it. But the bigger ones can sit like around 6 people comfortably without you being very close.
God, I'll go to the bigger one.
Cool. All right. Yeah, as you sort of dip your toe in, it is a lot warmer. And it's a fairly warm day at Hunger's Edge, but the water temperature is very nice. It's like a hot bath that's just started cooling off. And so as you get in there, you can actually feel some. It's not like bubbling like crazy, not like a jacuzzi, but you can sort of start feeling some bubbles coming out from underneath, and you can feel the heat emanating from the bottom of the rock.
Oh,
And
I just
feels
soak in.
blissful.
Blissful. We've had like a couple of weeks of hard travel, and I mean hard fighting and hard travels and all kinds of shenanigans, and I'm just gonna relax and enjoy this. I don't know how much it costs. Just put it on my tab, bros. I'm just gonna lean back and just soak.
Those are just the tables. It doesn't cost extra. Here at Life's a Beach, libations and relaxation. And I see you have both.
Yeah, I'll take a sip of my fire brandy.
And he drives his fingers through his like thick, sort of salted blonde, not blonde, blue, sorry, hair, and looks up at like towards the girls and just gives a little wink.
I could almost feel that from behind my back. I couldn't even see it. I could just feel that.
Yeah.
Is he winking at you?
I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do in this situation.
I don't know.
I can't tell if Lily's winking back or her eye is just stuck like that.
I mean, it's probably a little bit of both.
Man.
Oh no, it was just stuck. I'm gonna go dip my feet in and walk away from this.
Adeline,
He yes.
what is this feeling of both fight and flight in my stomach right now?
Oh, I think this is like, I think that's like what people describe as like butterflies, but like sometimes it's less like a butterfly and it's more like there's like a pelican just like wrecking shit inside of you just because it's just like so anxiety inducing and it's like, what do I do, you know?
Right, right. I feel like I should run away, but also not run away at all.
Do you, he has some great blue hair. I mean, I wouldn't fault you if that's, you know.
Yeah. I don't know, I just don't usually feel like that.
Interesting.
He's, you know, kind of a one of a kind. It's kind of my thing. My sister's a one of a kind. My cat's a one of a kind. There's not a lot of people like
You're
me.
all the time.
Not a lot of people.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, you two have that in common. It's good to start from common ground.
Yeah. Anyhow, I guess I'll go find this general store.
Okay. Good luck. I'm gonna go make sure Lost's head doesn't bob under the surface.
Oh, yeah.
Why would my head be bobbing under the surface?
You hear about drunk people in hot
Yeah,
tubs all the time.
All the time. Stay.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be doing some Marilyn Manson thing or something. I don't know. What? No.
No, Adeline's gonna go and sit at the edge of the pool, just kind of like sitting on the edge with like her feet in and with Duchess in her little teacup holding her.
Are you in your long swimmers currently?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so as you kind of dip your feet in, you feel that warmth coming off of the water, and you feel like every so often kind of like a very light Epsom salt kind of bath, that kind of low amount of bubbles and things, and you start to feel like the minerals and things in the water, and it's like all of that tension in your feet and calves and things just kind of relaxes out.
This is lovely. Duchess, are you having a good time? Me too.
All of his red eyes blinking like discordantly.
I love it. I love her so much.
For those of you at home that missed last week, the Duchess's tongue is made of several black tentacles. Just in case you thought I didn't know what a rat did.
That's just like what rats sound like, right?
That's not a very
rat,
good
right?
rat sound.
Something like that. We have seen rats, so I just have to fill it in.
It's a fantasy world of make believe. They can sound however you want.
All right.
Maybe in Gahlia,
Um,
rats sound like that. Sorry.
Raz and Kaya, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get into this tub over here next to Lost.
I just believe I'm going to get a drink and sit at the bar, the non-liquid version.
But you want a
What?
liquid drink, right?
Yes,
Excellent
be
choice.
very clear about that.
And what does a fine gentleman like yourself take?
Well, we are here at the sea, so probably something unique to your culture that also tastes very good and possibly sweet.
How about a sex on the beach?
Pardon?
A cocktail.
Oh, yes, of course. That is what I thought immediately. Yes, I would have one of those. Drinks, liquid version.
Excellent choice. I'll be right back. And he goes to start pouring various liquids into a glass for you. Comes back, serves it like a large sort of like goldfish bowl style martini glass, like margarita style.
It's quite large. Kaya, are you getting anything?
Yeah, I just want like a ale.
Ale? Kaya, we're at the... You can get ale at any local tavern pub that we go to that smells like other people that Lost hangs around. Or you could try something different.
How about something with rum in it?
Something with rum.
I've never had rum, but I know that it seems like people that sail. I mean, when I was on a ship, they were drinking rum a lot.
Oh, yes, they were.
So maybe rum.
I see. Okay. Let me see what I can put together for you.
All right.
And he turns and starts sort of contemplating and grabbing bottles and then no, putting it back and then looking elsewhere. It's not just alcohol that he's grabbing. There are other things as well. It's not like paint stripper. But eventually he brings like a tall glass over and presents it to you. It's sort of like a dark, creamy, sort of brown color.
Does it have a straw?
It does, yes. It's like a reed. So the initial taste that hits you is like it's a sweet vanilla that then starts to transition into various spices, and then that warmth starts to trickle down your throat, and you feel the warmth come back up from your stomach up to your chest.
Wow, that was unexpectedly good. Like I was expecting something harsher, and that's pretty smooth. Yeah, that's really smooth.
Thank you.
I think I probably should be careful drinking this.
Yes.
Yes. Take your time with that one if you've not had rum before.
But it's
Pace
really,
yourself before you
yeah,
dive in.
yes, for sure. All right, and I'm gonna go hike my leg over to the edge of the I'm just wearing my kilt, and I'm gonna hike my leg over the edge of the tub and get in across from Lost. Just kind of sink in. And
Lost, where are you looking?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I wasn't expecting. I'm just looking straight in. Yeah,
Straight
across.
ahead?
Yeah, straight ahead. I'm like,
So
Yes,
you
come
watch
in.
as Kaya lifts one leg over directly in front of you across the table, and then swings the other leg over, kilt splayed before sliding into the water. As you do, you get a full eyeful as Kaya's kilt starts to float in the water around him.
Sorry.
Only the front, though, because it does have the hole for his tail in the back, so it keeps it pushed down in the back. So it's just
Yeah, here, let me. Yeah, this is unusual. Okay.
It certainly is.
I knew this was going to be silly, but okay. Rose, you would like to go to the general store? Excellent. Easily done. As you walk up to the building, you actually recognize it as somewhere that you walked past after the ladder in order to get to Life's a Beach. So it's just a little general store, shack, kind of like beachfront store. It's got all kinds of just random shit everywhere. On like rotating racks and things, like everything has to be on a rotating rack. And there are like little like gift t-shirts and things out. I went to Hunger's Edge and all I got was this lousy linen shirt.
I'll pick up one of those.
Excellent.
And then, is there someone I can speak to?
There is a bell on the desk if you would like to like ring it. The handbell. It's a handbell. It's not the.
Oh.
You hear a voice from the back. 1 second. Slowly emerging is Salty from the back.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
hello.
What can I find for you this fine? Well, I only saw you a couple of hours ago, I suppose.
You did. You do everything here.
Oh, I'm Jack of all trades.
Right. Are there other people that live in this town?
Yes, but I help out when people are away. If I'm not transporting the salt in my cart.
Okay. So, we're staying at the Life's a beach, and this is my first time to any beach. I don't own any kind of swimwear. What does one wear? You have something here?
For you to wear, that's fine. I just wear my shell, but yes,
No,
of course, we can go to the back over here. He
Okay.
starts slowly kind of waddling his way through the store, in between all of like the tables of things put out. There's like shells and things like out there with like price tags that are way too high for it. And slowly brings you to like a couple of racks up at the back, like makeshift. And he says, "It depends what kind of style you're going for, and we've got these." And he basically shows you. There are sort of longer, more what's the word? Not prude, but help me out.
No, you're doing great.
More conservative looking, swimming clothes that are like a long t-shirt with long shorts to the knees in one piece.
Right.
There are smaller shorts to the knee, and then there is a like something akin to a bikini, like a two-piece that is smaller.
Well, Salty, what would the people who are from here wear?
Well, I suppose less of the two-piece right here.
So this is
More. What?
this is what the natives would choose.
No, I said less of that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're kind of hard to understand sometimes. Sorry. I just talk really fast and you talk really slow, so sometimes my brain doesn't slow down enough to listen.
Okay.
It's me, not you.
So, I would say more of either this longer two-piece over here, and there's like a tank top style with smaller shorts, and then there's there's another two-piece that's basically like a t-shirt with smaller shorts, and then there's the one piece. Anything over here, depending on what sort of look you're going for, I guess.
Maybe I'll just do one of these in the middle here with the tank top and the shorts.
Oh!
What color is it?
What color would you like? That's just
I would like it to be black, please.
black. Yeah, that's fine. It's like a thicker linen. It's something that can breathe in the heat. It's not like they've invented neoprene or anything like that. But once it gets wet, it doesn't go see-through.
Right. And I wanted a darker color. But black is a color for Eastus, and so it makes sense for me to want that. Well? Okay, I'll take that. I think I'll get the one that covers everything for my sister.
All right. And the souvenir T-shirt too.
Of course.
Excellent choice.
Is there like any headwear?
Roll an investigation check.
Sure. I don't have my characters. Oh, that's the wrong computer. Investigation. 17.
17. Yeah, so what you do see is like this visor. It's made of like interwoven, like almost like palm tree strands, like palm leaf strands, like interwoven over. It's like basically a wicker
Okay.
visor. So there's one of those,
Mhm.
and then there are sort of larger sun hats as well.
I'll take a large sun hat.
Excellent. So the 2 suits,
Mm-hmm.
the 1 t-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and the sun hat.
Yes.
Excellent. I won't lie to you, I don't know how much any of this costs.
Do you think a gold would cover it?
Or let's just call it a silver per piece.
Okay, I can do that.
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you.
So what's that? 2, 3, 4. 4 silver.
Got it.
All right. Are you sure you don't want a shell?
A what?
A shell?
Oh, a shell. Are any of them carved into anything? Like, you know how they do, like the...
Yeah, there's actually messages written into them. One of them says, I went to Hunger's Hedge and I had a shell of a time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one. And what else?
I'm trying to think of shell puns. I can't think of anything. That's
I'll
the
get
only
2 that
message.
say that same thing.
2 of those. All right.
Wait. 3 shells.
3 shells.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay.
Are there anything carved into like a skull?
You know what? It's not really this aesthetic.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Okay. 7 silver, all up.
Okay. I'm gonna put
Excellent.
the sun hat on.
Okay.
And put everything else in my bag. And kind of skip back over to the inn.
All right. So you make it back to the inn. Everyone is still in their various seats. What would you like to do? Did you want to go and get changed? Did you want to just stand in the doorway?
Oh. I will... I'll just tell everyone I'll be back in just a minute. And I'll run upstairs and put on my little shorts and my little tank top and my big sun hat. Even though I'm inside, I'm still gonna wear it.
Excellent.
But I'm gonna put my rose on the outside of the hat. So like it's like
Yeah, there's like a
adorned.
band, like a ribbon band that you can tuck it into.
Mhm. Okay.
All right.
And
Unless it's like a clown's pocket, like you keep trying to take it off and more roses keep coming out.
No, that's not how it works.
No, it's fine. You know how the magic works. You can pull it out and put it in your hat.
Mhm. Yeah. And then I will go back down.
Excellent.
I'll obviously give Lily her suit as well.
Yeah, you kind of put it on her lap and she just kind of looks at it and then looks back up at you.
It's a bathing suit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I figured the one that would cover everything would be the most comfortable for you, and then you can wear your corset on top of it.
I'm comfortable here.
You don't want to go. That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure you want to try and talk to some spirits or something. Can I get you anything?
No.
okay. And I'll just boop around the nose and walk out the door.
Excellent. Back downstairs, the party is united once more.
Is there anybody else entering the place?
Not as of yet.
Hmm.
It is still early in the afternoon. And you have seen, like, as you were coming in, you did see a lot of people sort of walking around, sort of like being busy with the day. So whether it were jobs they had to do, they were toing and froing. Everyone that was moving around was moving with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just like a bunch of people just sat around or anything like that. So
Is it like a port city, or is it just like a small vacation town, or is it, what's it like? What's it look like?
right, you weren't here last week.
Yeah, I
so
wasn't here.
yeah, it's a smaller population than any of the cities that you've been to. Basically, this is carved into the side of this pillar of rock that's almost as high as a mountain, or as high as the mountainside.
Yeah.
Where it's been eroded away and left by itself. And so this has been carved in, and a lot of the buildings are actually, there are 4 levels to it in height that are all joined by gangway planks and like ropes and ladders and things, and it's all kind of a mishmash to pull the whole thing together. But there are 4 layers to the whole thing. You are on the 3rd.
Nice. Okay. But is it elegantly mishmashed, or is it like Pirates Cove kind of?
Oh yes, it's a mess. Like
Okay, got it. Okay,
this place is young.
got it. Nice. Okay.
And
And in this mess, we happen to find this nice luxe little hot tub drinking parlor. Nice. Okay.
Well, Salty brought us here, and you know, it's a place to stop over while we're
The old man
before we
has
leave
good
tomorrow.
taste.
But tomorrow we got to get back on the road. I don't think we can dilly dally here too long.
I mean, we do need to get to where we need to get to, but nobody's waiting for us, right?
Well, technically, no. It does feel nice to relax for once.
You know, we could. I was going to suggest that maybe we could stay and help out with the problem they're having with in the mines, but I don't know that we can really solve that problem. Not long term.
Well, especially if there are many of the. They said basilisk, right?
Yeah,
Good.
they're like tons of them, and they just carve tunnels into the mines, and there's really no way for them to control, or I guess try to keep them out, because they just eat the rock.
Right. They could be anywhere.
I wonder if you could like cast a magical spell that charms the rock or something against intrusion from basilisks.
Or even
You're-
you could control the basilisk and use them in their mining operation. What a boon that would be to their whole business.
It would make it easier to mine, that's for sure.
Yeah, the basilisks get fed and they get to dig deep into the rock for whatever they're trying to get out of it. Salt? Is it all just salt?
I think that's what they eat, is the rock. At least that's the impression I was getting. How would we go about communicating with the basilisks to get them to cooperate? You know,
Well, there are plenty of spells to make someone cooperate, but mostly they need to speak your language. They need to be able to understand. A basilisk isn't that intelligent of a beast. I don't think it could But perhaps there is some way.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem to me like much of a problem, but kind of a
Well,
Newtown export.
they've had casualties, like people who were killed by the basilisks in the mines.
I mean,
There's injuries almost every day.
if Eric's is sourcing exotic ingredients from basilisks, I would imagine that they're worth money. And if there is a mine full of basilisks for some reason, why not import salt and basilisk blood?
Right, but they're just getting the eggs. This is
Just getting the heads,
the eggs.
the eggs. Oh.
I don't think they want the whole basilisk.
Curious.
Sounds like a business opportunity.
I wish, they. I just hate to leave with them in the situation like they are.
Does it sound like a job for the Army of Fate?
Ugh.
Does it pay well? Can they pay well?
I don't know that they can pay well, but I think it's the right thing to consider. I don't know that we can help, but I think we should.
Is it
consider it.
I mean, they're kind of creating their own problem, aren't they? They're mining into the basilisk natural habitat. They're there. Who's to say that they shouldn't be? Just because they want salt. There has to be salt elsewhere. That the water around here has so much salt in it. Like, why aren't they using that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't pretend to understand where salt. Well, I mean, technically, I do understand salt. The like compounds that create it, but at the same time, like, you know, the refinement of it. The basilisks aren't hurting anyone other than protecting their own home. I mean,
Well, they had the mines there first, and then the basilisks came into their tunnels.
did they? Or did they dig deep enough to disturb them?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we don't know that. I mean, they would know.
We don't
that,
know it
but-
yet. We could find out. If we are to put our, as much as I loathe to call it that, army towards the purpose of good, I think it should be mutually beneficial for all parties involved. We can't just be taking sides.
We should ask Udgar. I mean, I know he knows all the lore.
Utgar, oh, right, yes.
He probably knows the history of the mines and
What would a lawkeeper know about law?
well. I mean,
Who's
he-
on second?
I think he probably is probably, I think because he just knows everything. It's his job.
He would be the one to ask, I suppose. It's a good idea. I'm at least curious as to the origin of these difficulties, as to who the responsible party is. But we do know something about fighting against the basilisk and curing the affliction. So maybe we
No.
could help in some small way.
I know you don't want to look at him.
I don't want to what?
You don't want to look at them. That's what we know about
Oh,
fighting. them.
yes. Well, and that their blood can cure the petrification. That seems very important.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if their blood can cure petrification from just them that caused it, or is there other ways to get petrified other than from a basilisk?
It's not something I've come across often, if ever.
I thought maybe there was a spell you could cast. Did you hear anything about that at the academy?
I mean, there are spells that are stone-like, that freeze you in different ways, prevent you from moving, very much like petrification, but I'm not quite sure how it all works.
Well, if they develop this relationship to help have I don't think that the basilisks would willingly give up their bodily fluids like that. Never mind. Like the blood or whatever it is that you get from them, they probably wouldn't just like,
Right.
hey, like here's my blood.
No, probably not. It's a good idea, though. We could we'll have that as plan Z, and we'll work our way through all the other letters and get there eventually.
I really want to help them out.
That's very noble of you, Kaya.
So as this conversation continues, you do start to see people filtering into Life's a Beach. There are sort of all manner of people, dwarves, gnomes, a couple of humans, some sort of looking like some sort of elvish lineage. And as the bar starts to fill up, that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break. And we will come back to see what Life's a Beach looks like when it's party time. So please hang out. Thank you so much for being here. But we're going to be back in 10 minutes. So please stick around and we'll see just how silly this entire episode gets. Thanks so much. See you soon. And welcome back. So we had left off in Life's a Beach, libations and relaxation. The bar had started to fill up with sort of all manner of races and creatures and what have you. As you guys were discussing the basilisk problem and whether they had created their own basilisk problem or not. As it starts to pick up in volume, sort of general chatter and things from all of the patrons, they're all there getting their drinks together and things, and clinking glasses together, and you can kind of guess that this is kind of like the clocking off time, and this is the first place that people like to go before they go home. So, what would you guys like to do?
I'm still just sitting there with Duchess and her little mug of hot water. Every now and then I'll like dump out the water and get a fresh bit so it stays warm. I'm just holding like a wriggling wet rat for like a minute while I'm like refreshing it.
Tails like whipping around, and the legs are trying to the back legs are like trying to find purchase on something until you like.
Just a second.
Rose, can you think of a way that we could help them with their basilisk problem in the mine?
Well, one could argue that we did come along on this path and come across Salty for a purpose. Maybe it was fate. So maybe we do help them. But I'm not really sure if it's a problem. I feel like we should maybe speak more about this, because the only person that really seemed to be upset about it was Salty. So if you really want to seek out whether or not they need assistance, we might need to make sure they're first in distress.
Okay. But he said that people were killed, and then there's more people getting injured almost every day. We're going to run out of miners soon, isn't it?
Oh, I might not have been present for that conversation, so I don't remember that.
Right, that's when we were riding down the mountain.
Oh, okay. I wasn't really around for that. Well,
It was a long conversation.
yeah, I can imagine. You know, he also runs the general store. That's where I went just now to get my hat and outfit, and it's Salty over there. Like, the person.
How many jobs does he have? Is there no retirement age? He's well past whatever that is.
Feels a little odd, right? That the one
Well,
person is running everything?
He's got a good deal, good gig. He's paid by the hour. He's really slow.
So, well, he takes care of the mountain goat things, but with help for when he's gone, and he takes the salt to the other villages and cities, and he runs the general store.
I would not be surprised if he was also Hunter's Edge's mayor.
I don't.
Hungry
He
Edge.
talked of a man named Speaker Owine, who was like a dwarf that like founded the city. No, but I think his building or his office or the city's administration offices are like up one level. We went up there earlier.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, we can always speak to them. Him.
Yeah.
But what do we get?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like
there's-
if there is something that we need to do, the answer will appear. We'll see it.
Hopefully,
we'll
it's
know that it's
a
fate.
tinkling bag of metal, round things. That's a good sign of what we should be doing, usually.
Well, you should know most of all that those basilisks are quite terrifying. You're the one who almost got turned into stone.
Oh, I was fine.
Hmm.
I'm curious though, what would draw a basilisk to a salt cave?
Exactly. What's the origin of this conflict?
Right. And do we even need to be involved?
Well, that's neither here nor there because, I mean, the obvious answer is no, we're not basilisk expert. We're certainly no salt experts, but we have a bit of experience on the road. All I have is curiosity for the situation.
Adeline, I can't really tell if you want to know more or if you don't want to know more. Are you...
I'd like to know more. Whether or not we help is neither here nor there for me. I just want to know.
That I understand.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll do what we do best and ask a bunch of questions tomorrow.
Right, I think we should relax and maybe there's some local people here who work there and we might be able to ask around if that's something that we're interested in doing. Again, I do feel two ways about it. Oh,
And
do it.
could I get another one of these drinks? What is it called?
Absolutely, I'll be right there. And you can see he's like serving so many people just by himself, but like a sly grin on his face, not even breaking a sweat. And as he's moving behind the bar, it's like he's gliding, like he's just got this elegance about him. Like he's right at home right now. And so he's like pouring drinks and things, and then quickly puts his arm down. Another one of those rum specials.
What is it called? Is it
What's your name?
Kaya?
Then it's Akaya.
Izakaya.
Whoa. That's really cool. So what do you know about the people that are getting injured and sometimes killed in the mines with the basilisks?
Pretty much that. I have a lot of people to serve, including another one over there, apparently. Can I just get you your drink?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
If I have a moment, I'll circle back to your table where we can converse.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. And he goes away, pours you another Kaya, and slides it over to you. I'll be over as soon as the rush ends.
Okay.
Does anyone else feel like when he speaks to them that no one else is around? I feel like that's something he does to each person. Am I wrong? Just me. Okay.
Just
What?
That doesn't make you wrong, though. Just you that feels that way.
Oh, I kind of thought that he was just doing that to everybody. You know how people can cast their charm onto others, and I thought maybe that's what he was doing. It would be really smart for somebody who works for tips. Anyway.
Maybe you should try giving him a tip and see how kind he is.
Okay.
After a few minutes,
I don't even think I have a drink.
Lewin does circle by with a small plate, basically with several drinks on it. One is another fire brandy that he takes and places on the center of the table, like the pillar in the middle of your guys' rock pool.
Oh, wow.
Anything for anyone else while I'm here?
I'll have a drink.
A drink? Perfect. What would you like?
I don't like this.
You should get a Kaya.
Sure. I'll have a Kaya.
A Kaya. Excellent choice.
Thank you.
And what about you two? Is there something I can find for you?
He's doing it.
I am feeling it
I told
just a little bit. I'm all set here. And she points again.
With your
Duchess.
cup of rat.
Yes. Thank you. I call it Duchess.
That's interesting. You'll have to make one for me one day.
Okay. I'm confused. I am confused with the energy that is going around this pool right now.
And yourself, sir. Like, gesturing towards Rhapsody.
Oh, I'm still fine. Still working on the beach situation bowl thing currently.
All right. No problem. You'll know where to find me. And sort of takes off towards the bar again.
See? Come on.
It's true. I see what you're saying. I am very uncomfortable right now. It is hot in here. The
Fine.
water is hot.
Yeah.
The water's hot. And I'm visibly sweating.
Duchess is in the mug just going,
I know, it is so nice, isn't it?
Rose, I believe what you're speaking of is sort of a talent of the tongue. It's like inflection in words to.
Oh.
Words, right.
What were you all? Never mind, actually.
Everyone's head immediately.
go on.
I want to hear you explain it. Go on.
But
I mean, it's just like a way you talk to people to connect. Usually, you stare into their eyes, and everything else just sort of fades away.
I mean, I look at everybody in the eyes when I speak to them, but I don't think I have that same kind of an effect on anyone.
Well, it's more of you capture their gaze, and for them, everything sort of. If you can't focus on anything except the person in front of you, then you have their attention.
I mean, I can see that coming from you, because you have such charm when you speak. So I understand. Maybe I'll try it.
Yes, you should.
You should try it.
Actually, you and Adeline need to try the whole flirting thing.
Oh, is that what
With
we're
each other?
doing? Is that what this is?
Well, yes, of course. But
Flirting? Oh my. Okay.
oh dear, this is both of your first times.
Adeline is just staring straight into your eyes, like not
I think you need to get Adeline a drink
Less
first.
intense, Adeline.
Maybe a less spicy cuddle on the beach or something.
How is the water, ladies?
It's
Warm.
good. It feels Feels good.
Rosie, are you in?
Yes, I'm in the water.
Fully in?
I mean, how deep is it?
I mean, you can sit and it comes up to sort of like
Then
chest
yeah.
height.
Yeah.
You can like slump down a little bit and have it go up to wherever you want, I suppose.
Probably. Yeah, I think I probably do.
You just see like the sun hat barely above
Okay. So as things start to get a little bit more boisterous, Adeline, you get thumped in the back as a dwarf kind of stumbles backwards and knocks into you, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
No! Duchess!
Duchess, no! Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. 15.
15. Okay, yeah. So you're able to just grab onto the side of the rock pool and just stop yourself, like you like teetering on your tiptoes, pushing back off of your toes, and sitting back down on the side. That was pretty close.
Oh, watch it, sir. Some of us have rats we care for.
He turns around and says, I'm so sorry. I got jostled and I lost my footing. I'm sorry. And you can see his gaze is kind of like trying to find you.
And Adeline's trying to like stare really intensely and try the thing that Roz is talking about. So she's just like swaying with him, trying to like catch his eye.
So awkward.
I think you've had a few. I think you need to think about turning in for the night.
Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't? I'm gonna. Nope, I hate this. All right. She's just gonna like sink deeper into the water and just like.
So you're gonna slide into the pool now. Okay.
Good job.
He like confused, kind of turns around to his friends. One of them like decks him in the arm and says, "Nice work, dickhead." And he's like, "Shut up! I could have had her if I wanted to." And they stumble off like, and then you do hear a large wave from everyone as you start to look around and you see Utgar walking in as he sort of sideways in through the door. The hulking black Minotaur, as he stands there and looks up, stern look on his face, and it'll. Ah! He looks around. And everyone starts, yay! And the whole place kicks off once more. And he sort of walks in, heads towards the bar.
He seems to have it as well.
Yes, everyone here has a kind of magic to them that is non-magical.
I think everyone just respects him, expects him to set the mood. That's what I was getting from that. So if he's upset, then everybody's going to get out of his way. If he's happy, then everybody's going to cheer. I mean, I would get out of his way if he was upset too. I totally get that.
Yeah, he's just so big. Big muscles.
I'm going to go talk to him.
I'm going to come with you, and I stand up and okay.
Could you, while you're at the bar, would you mind ordering me like a formal handshake on the beach. Like, that's as far as I'm really ready to go at the moment.
What about like a Long Island iced tea?
That's what I think this is.
I'll try it.
I'm going to order her a Kaya.
Everyone gets Kaya's. Okay.
In my mind, I was picturing what I was drinking as a Long Island tea.
But Rhapsody will slink up to the bar, sort of on the opposite side of Uthgar, and as soon as he can make eye contact with the barkeep, he will motion to order a drink on him for
Uthgar. So Lewin kind of makes eye contact with you and kind of points to Uthgar.
Roz, do you think they have towels anywhere? I'm just dripping everywhere here.
Possibly, Kai. Actually, there's a pool in the bar, so there should probably be towels, like on the edge or something, I would think.
Were there some towels near the pools?
Nope.
Maybe
But as you look around, you can see like people who are getting in and out of the pools. They're just walking out, like it's just wet. It's the beach. That's
all right. I guess they don't.
Like
Well,
a-
it is rock. It's not like it's gonna. I guess there's probably drain holes drilled into the roof or something. I'm sure.
yeah. Well, if you take the time to look, you can see that it's kind of like a semi-porous rock, and so like the water doesn't just pool; it does drain away.
That's nice. Okay. Oh, and Akaya.
You're getting another one?
It's not for me. It's for Adeline.
Oh.
Which one's Adeline?
The one with the black bow in her hair over there. She's the one with the rat. The rat.
Oh, the one with the cup of rat. See, she's going all the way with the beverage.
Well, the Kaya. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Coming right up. And he goes and he pours a like clear shot and puts it in front of Uthgar and leans over and just points over towards Rhapsody. And then slaps his shoulder and smiles and walks off. And then makes another Kaya. And slides it over towards Kaya. Just with his fingertips, just sliding it over.
Oh, thank you. And I'll be back, Roz. And I walk over to Adeline and hand her the drink. I think you'll like it. It's really good.
Is this
It's like,
which one
It's
came
not a
in the
fish bowl.
bowl?
It's not a fish bowl.
Okay, this one's just like a normal.
It's like a tall glass. It's a tall glass with like a reed, like a hollow reed straw.
Oh, I better not get these confused. When you're painting and you have tea and you drink out of your cup. Exactly like that. Thank you, Kaya.
At the
You're
bar,
welcome.
Uthgar kind of leans over and catches Rhapsody's eye and looks at the drink, picks it up and lifts it to you, slams it down on the bar, and then walks around everyone towards you, Rhapsody.
Hello, Uthgar. How was your day?
Well, it's been, pretty satisfactory, is how I would describe it.
I mean, everyone here seems very busy, is the easiest term I can come up with. You lifting us very, gingerly into the air. Is that just like the normal workflow?
We help each other out where we're needed. So, I'm sure you've seen that Soldi takes care of several things where needed. Just needs to hurry up and retire, really. But he makes himself useful.
That he does. I think he does it more or less just to stay in the now, you know. People, when they retire, they kind of fade away, sort of. So it's his way of feeling important.
Maybe.
Ask him about the mines.
Oh, yes. The mines that Salty was speaking of. Basilisks, people injured, dying.
Yes. Where do I start? The town was founded by Owain, who led several dwarves and were able to cut into this rock and form the place that we call home in Hunger's Edge. And we have found some export money in mining salt from the rock opposite.
He kind of gestures out the door towards the mountainside.
We take the salt and distribute it wherever it's needed, and that funds everything else. And I'm just kind of explaining a tourism microeconomy right now. But with regard to the mine, after a little while, we had to dig deeper and deeper. And eventually that gave way to the basilisks. But it wasn't just basilisks. There were other things. No one has seen it and reported back. Others have heard it. Loud screeches through the mines being heard in echoes, followed by screams of miners. That's people who mine, not children.
Oh, I didn't connect that until you just said it. Glad you clarified.
No problem. I live to serve.
Yes, as lawkeeper.
Exactly.
That's why we're asking you.
And so the issue has persisted. We can either continue mining against the troubles that we face, or we can give up our only real source of income. We are but a new town, and so we hardly have a diversified portfolio of incomes.
By chance, have you all tried to cultivate the salt from the sea?
It takes a very long time to be able to do that in very small amounts.
I mean, just in interim, as well as mining in the mines.
I still see there being quite an income gap in between. I'm no economist, but the volume that we take from the mines, even with the issues that we face, would be heavily decreased.
So, whatever this creature is in the mines, you all need it to be taken care of. Is the basilisk themselves easily maintained? Or do you think you have to get rid of those as well?
I don't rightly know, and I spend precious few moments around the mines. But if you were to take care of the larger beasts, maybe this is just guesswork. Maybe the situation would be better. Maybe it would just give way to more basilisks. I don't know. But we were able to work around a lot of the basilisks until we got deeper, and these creatures surfaced.
How long ago did you... I mean, how long has the larger creature been issued?
3, maybe 4 weeks.
Kaya, where were we 3-4 weeks ago?
I think we were just getting to Elder Witch.
About that, yep.
We took care of those things in that mine in Elder Witch too.
I don't know if they're connected though.
It was the description of the problem was really very similar. No one lived to come back from it, and all they heard were screams, and no one had seen it. And we went down there because we were forced to, and we killed it. It was actually more than one thing.
And not in the same way. It's a whole complicated story, sort of. Would we be able to get like a, tour of the mine? I don't know if that's a thing. Would we be able to go to the mines?
Are you offering to help with the issue at hand?
I can't speak for the whole party, but I know Kaya at least.
I would like to help, but I think we would before we could commit. I think we need to evaluate and try to get more information about it.
Yes. I would speak to Speaker Owine. He frequents here.
Oh. I was going to ask if we should set an appointment to meet with him at his offices or where he lives or wherever up the next level up, right?
Formalities, not something that we really dive into here.
Oh.
Hang around. I'm sure you'll see him.
What? He's a dwarf. I know that. What does he look like?
You'll know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, I would like to help out because I mean if you can handle the miners and y'all are able to work around the basilisks, if there's one like a bigger issue that we might can help out with, that I would like to at least somehow look into it.
Speak to Oline.
Okay. Thanks, Ugart.
Utgar.
Ugart.
And he leans over to Rhapsody and says,
Thank you for the drink.
Thank you for the lift.
Anytime.
and he sort of wanders back through the crowds like, "Ray!" and everyone's "Hey!" around him.
Actually, very good.
Oh dear, Adela, how quickly have you been drinking that?
Had half of it.
Already?
It's really sugar.
Ashley's internet is wasted.
Wasted internet.
It matches now, so it's fine. Okay. We have a bit of information. Uthgar suggested that we speak with Olwine about the mine issue.
Yeah, it's not about basilisks. The basilisks are fine. I was talking to her, and she just passed out. Let me help her up. Yep. There, okay, so, Adeline, as I was saying before you fell over,
Oh, no.
Yes, sorry, my head dipped below the water for a second. What's up, Kyle?
so the basilisks aren't the problem. There's basilisks in the mines, but that's not the problem. They work around them. I don't think that's that big of a deal. Problem is another creature that no one who's seen has been able to speak of it because they died or didn't come back.
You know what that sounds like?
It
That
sounds
sounds
like-
like another cave that we've been in with a creature. I know.
Right. And that sounds like a problem we could solve or at least look into.
That's a problem we have solved. Yes.
Yeah. I think so. You like the Kaya drink, huh?
I think it tastes really good. It's just like it's like good.
I will say this: it's the best rum drink I've ever had.
There's rum in this.
Yep. I think there's some other stuff too.
Why? Who put rum in it? Why would they do that?
Because that's what I asked him to make. Is your tongue okay?
My tongue is fine. Look.
It sounds like your tongue is like swollen or something when you're talking.
It's so hot in here. It's so hot. So we're gonna go fight a big scary thing in a cave. Oh, looks like it's just another day for us.
We're
The
just going
army is
to
safe.
inquire about a big scary creature in a
We're-
cave.
We're supposed to talk to Speaker Owine when he gets here tonight.
Oh, he's coming here. Cool. Good. Good. I would like to have a word, all three, with him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Adeline, how many of us do you see currently? Just
I see you, and I see you, and I see all your friends who are just around you, kind of floating.
Yeah. What should we give her to drink to help counteract this? Probably don't need to finish the kaya.
Oh,
But it tastes so much better than the rat water. I did drink it, and it wasn't on accident. I'll say it. I'll say it.
Before or after you had the kaya?
Sometime during. I don't know the timelines, and I don't appreciate you interrogating me about it.
I'm not. I'm just having a
Get her
conversation.
another izakaya. A kaya.
Here. Let's give Lost the rest of your kaya.
oh no.
Oh, but it tastes sweet. Fine.
You don't have to.
No, take it from me. I don't want it. It's too hot in here anyway. I'm just going to. And she props herself up out of the side of the pool and just like lays back on the stone.
I've never seen her like this before.
Well, you've never given her rum before.
I didn't.
You did.
I mean, I did. I didn't mean to.
Oh,
I didn't mean to do this to her.
yeah. And Rose goes back to like staring at her reflection in the water. She's like trying to make eyes, like what am I like trying to practice. Just like
Oh man.
because no one's brought me a drink, so it's just me being weird all on myself.
Do you want the rest of her kaya?
Oh, that was out of game. I didn't say that out loud.
Oh.
I'm just staring at myself.
If all wine comes here tonight, which one of us is going to talk to him? Definitely would not be Adelaide. Just
No,
so
it
we're
should be
all-
Adelaide.
Ooh, she
No,
might make it very
Lost
interesting.
is-
Lost is entertained. Are we entertained? Yes.
Well, I think for the conversation to be more productive, I think Adeline should not be the main speaker from our group.
I think you should be the main. Shut up. Boom.
You tell him, Adeline.
I don't mean she can't talk. I just mean several of us should probably participate in the conversation. It'll be more productive that way.
Sure. I'm sure she'll have something very protective to say.
Lewin is starting to do another loop around the tables and the different rock pools and things, and after a couple of minutes comes over to your guys' table. Is there anything I can acquire for your fine selves?
Do you have anything that's like ice water?
We have water.
Well, Adeline, she really liked the kaya, but I
That's
think
neat.
she's
I see.
not used to drinking that level of alcohol.
You didn't warn her like I warned you to slow on the first one.
Right. I thought she was there when you warned me and was paying attention. And I didn't think that she might have been doing something else. And yeah, this is my fault. I feel terrible about it.
Oh, don't feel bad. This happens all the time here. Can't you see? And there are people like lying across stools and things, like barely propping themselves up at this point. This is par for the course here.
I do believe our friend here also ordered a drink. And he points at Rose.
Oh! My dear, I'm so sorry.
It's okay,
What did you...
It's okay if you forgot about me. That does happen sometimes, but
Oh, hardly.
I'm fine. I don't need any. I'll drink
No,
hers.
on the house. What do you need?
I really don't know, but don't make me end up like that. And I look over at Adeline. And I'm like trying to stare at him.
I don't think that Are you sure you want one?
I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Akaya?
Yes.
All right. But when you get it, start slowly.
Sure.
It's the sound of rustling papers.
That's the sound of my cat getting in a paper bag. I'll be right back.
Good kitty.
Poppy's getting crazy on
All
it.
right. Sweet Adeline, is there anything I can get you besides water?
You know, I would love, if you have it, a water.
2 waters. Understood.
Thank you. Cool hair.
She's mentioned
Thank
once
you,
or
dear.
twice that she likes your hair.
Oh. I mean, I don't do much to it. It just kind of
It's
lies
just so
itself like this.
it's so blue, and it's like, oh, and it's just like, wow. You know?
I think I do.
Well, at least you're aware.
Thank you so
He
much.
gets it. He gets it.
I'll be right back. Makes his way off to the bar again. As Lewin leaves, you hear from the doorway to Life's a Beach this bellowing sound of "What's happening, boys?" and everyone's "Rah!" And before you can actually see him because of the crowd of people, before you see him coming through, you see him coming over as he's lifted up on top of everyone's hands on his back, and he is crowd surfed all the way to the bar and dropped down maybe 10-15 feet away from your rock pool. If you're turning around to look at this, you see a younger looking dwarf with like a long mustache that's then braided into his beard into one single braid that comes down to around about his navel. He has a green tunic on, and it's not shaggy like everyone else's. Like this is like pretty nice. It's still light for the temperature and the climate and things, but it's very well kept and very nice, and like has a little bit more of like a thickness to the material to it. And he is wearing all manner of gold jewelry, like big gold rings on each of his fingers. He's wearing like a chain with a what looks like a hammer effigy on it. And then around that, he's wearing this big, like, mayoral collar that is like every other plate is gold and then silver that is bejeweled around his neck. And he carries a bright orange conch shell. And he puts the conch on the bar and says, "Everyone, rounds on me!" And everyone's, "Yeah!" And Lewin goes, "Hey!" And then starts like trying to get all the drinks together and things, but quickly like glides out from behind the bar and just kind of drops off the two waters and the kaya to Rose as he hands it to you. And his hand, like as you go to take it, his hand kind of lingers on the glass a little bit, so you pull on it and there's like a little bit of tension there. And he says, "Slowly at first, remember. Let's go."
You got it. You do that on purpose.
Do what?
That thing you're doing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do. But I'm catching on.
All right. And goes over to Adeline with the waters, puts it down, hands one to you and says, "Now you take this as quickly as you want."
I will.
Good. And he looks at Kaya and says, "The other one's on the side when she finishes that one."
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Glides off behind the bar once more and then starts just getting to work. Again, not really breaking a sweat. He looks like, whew, this is going to be a busy moment. But sort of unwaveringly gliding behind the bar, back and forth, just grabbing drinks off of shelves without barely looking behind him and pouring and then pouring different ales and things and just setting everyone up. Calls over to your table. "When you're ready, there's a round waiting for you."
I'm not gonna have any more.
I don't. I
Thank
don't
you.
want it.
But maybe Lost wants my other one.
I'll
Do
take
you
it.
want?
Seems rude not to, right?
Yes.
Okay, but that's yours. I'm not gonna have another mine.
Okay.
I nearly said, "Are you double fisting Kaya's?" and then stopped myself.
Innocent Rose is like, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone is bustling around, excited, and everyone's trying to get up and kind of speak to Owain for a little bit. And he's laughing and kind of patting everyone on the back, just kind of lapping up the attention that he's getting.
Lost and a Rhapsody, who's at most maybe dipped like a toe into the water, looks over at Lost. "Perhaps you should talk to Old Wine. He seems like a person of your caliber."
I look over at Old Wine, and he looks a little bit of a dwarvish fop.
Fop?
Yes, with all that gold and silver and jewelry and I do not mind talking to him.
I don't know. I sense a little bit of tension. Are you afraid that you won't come across good enough?
Oh, no, not that. Yes, I will talk to him. I just my interests usually aligns with the party. I want to make sure we get paid. I have debts.
I mean, I think out of anyone here present, he would make sure that money is discussed.
All right.
Cool. I double fist drinks. I'll head over to the bar. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it does take a minute, but you can kind of squeeze up to the bar. Are you trying to get close to Owain?
Well, I figured I'm soaking wet with my tiny loincloth, and it doesn't leave too much to the imagination. Kind of sidling up too close to him is kind of weird.
I mean, are you trying to like push your way to like next to him?
Oh yeah.
Not like trying to grind on him.
Yeah, I'll make my way through. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it takes a moment to kind of push your way through all the
Actually, you
people.
know what? I am going to be more impressive than that. I'm going to wait till there's just a little bit of room clearing in front of Speaker Olin, and I will misty step right to the spot next to him.
Okay. Yeah, so after a minute and he's got his drink, he like takes a step back to kind of like survey everyone and take in all the attention he's getting, because he's been facing the bar this whole time. And so as he steps away, to create space around him, you apparate in front of him, and he that was impressive.
Yeah, I just had to pop in to tell you how much I appreciate the level of quality you have here with your spirits. This fire brandy is amazing.
Oh, you like that, do you? There's plenty more where that came from. Do you know I make that all myself?
You make it yourself. You brew it yourself.
I do, yes.
So you're not only the speaker for the town, but you're also a brewer, a accomplished brewer.
Well, I come from Hoboulder, so it's a technique that's passed down in that area. Lots of us do it.
Well, amazing. Makes me look forward to our trip to Hoboulder in the next few days.
Oh, you're going, are you?
Yes. But before we do, I was told that you have a problem that my friends and I might have the a particular set of skills that would be able to handle that.
Oh, you
Talking about the salt mines and the basilisk problem.
Yes.
Not the basilisk problem. The other problem in the mine.
The other problem. Well, the other problem. The other problem.
Right. Yes, we don't talk about that too loudly around here.
You want to scare off the locals or not?
It's a rumor. It's a nasty, nasty rumor that miners have come up with because they're very superstitious. You see.
And salt mining is one of the major trades from this town, it seems.
Yes, between that and the t-shirts and shells, that's pretty much what we do other than selling my alcohol.
Then that problem sounds kind of an expensive problem. Huh?
You mean the rumor?
The rumor could be an expensive rumor. Nasty bit of business.
If it were true, and it was hampering how much salt we were getting out of the mines, then yes, if it were true and not just a nasty rumor, yes, it would hamper the amount of money that we could make.
God.
You can see as he starts kind of playing with the rings on his fingers, rotating them round.
But it
If it-
also hamper the money you can make if these rumors and the people dying, which I don't think are rumors, if that continues on.
Mining accidents, that's all it is.
Well, we are very good at finding out about rumors. We have somebody in our group who just loves curiosities and has
Really?
a special talent for determining things. If you're willing to part with some of your obvious wealth to have us substantiate, or actually just substantiate that these are just rumors. We can definitely find out that these, confirm for you that these are just rumors, so that the party continues here.
I see, like some kind of rumor beaters or myth busters or something.
We could make the rumors go away.
That's very catchy. It almost sounds better than Army of Faith.
Your dragon friend is very threatening.
What? I was just saying we could make the rumors go away.
There it is.
He's had a few of your kayas. A new drink.
I don't think I
He's
have
had
any
quite a few.
fires.
Don't mind him. Yeah. But yes, Mythbusters, rumor slayers, that is us.
Rumor slayers. It's got a ring to it. I like that. I can spin that.
We have time. We could spend just a little extra time here and take care of this rumor for you before we head off to Horbalder. If it's worth the time.
What are you heading to Horbalder for?
Oh, it's a stop on our way. We ran into a little issues and our wagon was destroyed, and we're hoping that we can secure a new one to make it easier for our travels.
I see. If I could make your travels a little easier, maybe you don't have to go. Maybe you can go straight past.
Faster is better. Now, what are we talking about?
And he like strokes his like long braid. I could potentially arrange for maybe a yoke goat or two.
A yoke goat? Ah, the yoke goats.
What I said, yoke goats.
Yoke goats.
We have horses.
What is he whispering?
We have horses. We just need a trailer.
We would need a wagon. We have horses, but the yoke goats, are they faster than horses?
Through the mountains, yes. Yes. Much faster.
And a wagon. You could secure a nice large wagon for us.
I could have one built for you. Just a little bit of woodwork. Shouldn't be too hard.
Let me confer with my partners real quick, and I'll be right back.
All right. I'll be around.
All right, you do that, and I head back to the party.
Okay, you go back to the party, and he sort of
Yeah.
turns towards a crowd, and they're like, ah, and like clinking glasses and things with him.
Rose.
All right.
I think that's the dwarf we're supposed to.
Yes, Adeline, dear.
He's
I put in a
here.
good word for you. I put in a good word for you, Adeline.
You talked to him.
I talked to him.
What did he say?
He's willing to pay us, but he offered to build us wagons and give us yoke goats, and I'm not sure how much yoke goats are worth. And in that case, matter of fact, wagons. What kind of wagons is going to build us? I'm not too familiar. I'm a river captain, so I know about boats and whatnot, but wagons not too much.
But we have horses.
But we have
That's what
horses.
I said.
To have a wagon, though.
Well, the speaker does look like he has a considerable amount of wealth, and
Insight.
he's offering it for us to go and find out about this rumor that he has. He's worried about down there.
He's worried. I think I could tell that he's worried that he would like us to take care of the problem so that he doesn't have to acknowledge that there was a problem in the first place.
Yeah, it's discreet. It sounds like he wants us to be discreet.
Rose, did you ask for an insight check?
When he says that it looks like he has wealth, I
Okay.
would like to actually determine whether I think that's true or not. So
you're insight checking on Lost as to whether it seems like, I was going to say, because everyone saw that he had jewelry.
right, I want to like take a deeper look at the dwarf, or maybe I did while
Okay.
he was talking to him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Make an insight check.
It is 25.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Looking at him in contrast with everyone else around, you can tell that there's a giant class difference here. He is holder of the wealth by far compared to everyone else. Everyone else, you see, like any jewelry that they have are like necklaces that are kind of leather cords with different like emblems and things on them. Maybe a couple of people you've seen have like sort of silvered rings and things on, but nothing flashy. Definitely nothing with stones in them. But yeah.
Looking around, do I see any other dwarves that have wealth like that, or is it just him?
It's just him.
Okay. Well, now I'm concerned, but for whole nother reasons. I believe that he could keep his promise. I'll just say that.
Okay.
What would become of our horses? We've had Ted and Jerry since...
Well, I think we would keep our horses. We're not getting rid of Ted and Jerry.
But wasn't the whole point of having the goats to go faster and more nimble through the mountains?
Well, maybe they're better at pulling the wagon, but once we leave here, I think we're done with the mountains.
I think we
If
have
you
to
take
make
if you take a look at the map, yeah, like you can either go back up the mountainside and go through that way, or you can follow the coast around and rejoin. So you wouldn't actually have to go through mountainsides.
But it's faster to do so, is that what he's saying?
It would be faster to traverse the mountains if you used yoke goats.
Yoke goats. I love yoke goats.
Lost, give me an insight check.
Okay. A 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. How much do we want to get paid for this? That's what I'm really concerned about.
I mean, I think you were the one that was concerned about the payment portion.
Yes, I am concerned about that.
Well, it
Oh,
sounds
I'm
we
also
should be
in debt.
ready. The cart is a good get if he's going to make us a cart.
A custom built cart probably would be worth like several hundred gold, I would think.
Do you think perhaps that he would pay more upon us finding rumors to be true and bringing back some evidence to confirm that we could very well share?
I'm pretty certain that it's just to confirm whether the rumors are true or not. He's got to pay us more if we're going to put our lives in danger and take care of a problem for him, right?
I think the payment was to get rid of the rumor.
To get rid of the problem?
Yes, that's causing the
Couple hundred
rumor.
gold pieces?
I'm not sure if you've noticed, but he is the only one with wealth here. It doesn't seem like he's readily willing to part with much of it at all. Which is potentially why he's offering us goats and carts instead of payment.
Okay.
Did you all notice something else?
What's that?
I mean, aside from now, I haven't seen him throughout the town or village or wherever this lovely place is.
He's on the
However,
fourth level.
well, yes, but I've seen Salty in multiple positions, and we have the lovely Minotaur pulling us up, and also the Lawkeeper. It seems like a lot of people have a lot of titles, and he has the brewing thing, and I don't know how long that takes, but I feel like there's a shift in tasks that must be accomplished.
Well, I know that in South Sola, which is even like a really small village compared to this, where I'm from, it was several elders that held the position. Like they collectively decided, the best course of action for the town, and how to manage our resources and farms and crops and all that kind of stuff. And it took several of them to do that. So maybe if he's doing it by himself, he's really busy.
Perhaps, but most of the townspeople don't really know a lot of information about what's happening in the mines, and I think that information should at least be privy if they might potentially have their lives in danger.
Well, I think they know what's in the mines, or they know that there's something bad in the mines. I mean, they're the ones talking about it, and Speaker Owan is the only one who's calling it a rumor.
If he's trying to diminish the threat into a rumor, I doubt he's taking their loss of life very seriously, and that's not very good in a leader.
That's
But
true.
I don't think we're here to reform the state of government and wealth distribution, are we? I thought we were just trying to see if there was a weird thing in the mine like we saw before, and now we're unionizing the miners. Is this what...
I don't think we're doing that. I think we're just trying to earn some money and get a cart. And
I think that we can potentially get some very valuable information that Mr. So-and-so would pay even more to keep covered up for us to just
Ooh,
sweep it under the rug for him.
I like the way you think.
Are you talking about blackmail?
Yes, I am.
No, threat.
Rat, that's rat.
Threatening? No. It's not threatening. It's renegotiating.
Is that blackmail or extortion? I think that's extortion.
I think it technically maybe, but I mean, it's in. These people have a right to know what threatens them, and I don't much like the idea of someone telling them to go to a place that they know is dangerous and is trying to keep the knowledge that it's dangerous from the people who they're telling to go to the place that's dangerous. You know?
I think they know it's dangerous. They're the ones that are telling people that it's dangerous, though. He just wants it to be a rumor. That's what he's telling us. But I think he knows that we know that he knows we know.
I'm gonna get up and go. Is Lewin back at the bar?
Mm-hmm. Hasn't left.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Is it more calm now? Like it's not as crazy, or
It's starting to, yeah. There are gaps appearing at the bar where he's kind of dispersed drinks out to everyone.
I'm gonna go up to him, and like I'm not trying any weirdness anymore. Like I am like full on inquisitive. Like I want to have answers. So I'm like, Lewin, what is it with this place? Are people trying to hide here? Do people come here to try and make a new life?
Well, isn't that why anyone goes anywhere?
Well, no. Not in my experience.
Not to start over?
Well, not everyone needs to start over.
Maybe not everyone needs to, but sometimes it's nice.
Is that why you're here?
I left home. I found here. I wasn't necessarily looking for the place. Nor did I need to start over, but this place is pretty good. Life is pretty good.
Is that kind of what everyone would say around here?
I mean, most people. There are lots of people that work in the mines and things, and they do much harder work than I do, but I imagine they also enjoy it, or they would move on as well.
I'm sorry to be so prying, but when you came here, was your intention to build this lovely establishment? Or was it something that was maybe gifted to you? To run?
No, I helped build this into what it is. As you can see, there's a lot of dwarven architecture that goes in, what with tunneling into rock.
Right.
Does
Safely.
help that the people who founded Hunger's Edge are dwarves.
Yes.
But I wasn't gifted it. It was more of a assumption of duty.
And is that kind of what everyone else does? Just assume some kind of duty?
If you came here early enough and needed to take on a responsibility.
And so do the people who mine? Do they choose that?
Yes.
All right.
something troubling you, dear?
Only that. I'm not sure. It does seem like there is something else in this mine.
In the mine?
Oh, I'm sure it's just a rumor.
Oh, you're talking about the, stories of creatures and ghosts and whatever.
Ghosts? What have you heard?
Oh, just old miners' tales. I hear it all the time here. It changes every other day.
I'd like to hear some more about this. I know someone who very much loves to speak with ghosts.
All we hear about is there's some kind of screams, there's some kind of noise. People don't return. You know, it's mining is a difficult task. Much harder than my job, per se.
One more question.
Of course.
And it's only because it's a dear interest to my heart.
Yes.
Where is your cemetery? Where do you bury your dead?
A cemetery?
Mm-hmm.
We've had no one pass away here. Not here in town.
Right.
There's obviously been issues in the mine, and you know, it's a fairly new mine, and from what I'm told by Owain and others, that you know, new mines tend to be more dangerous because you have to listen to the rock or something, and they do their, I don't know, their dwarven thing.
Yes, I've heard stories. Well, and I'm gonna use my flex point real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna like do my best impression of what he does, of looking, like tries to like capture people, like looking. Thank you so much for your time.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion. Oh, okay. It's a natural 20.
Yep.
422. And then a natural 1 for this, yeah. So, whoa.
So there's this moment where you've kind of been studying his face and hearing what Rhapsody was saying earlier and things, and you kind of really try and put it all together, and in that moment you kind of lock eyes with him, and the candlelight around the tavern starts kind of flickering, and you see small dashes of light in his eyes, and for a moment everything is quiet, and you hear the waves crashing in from outside the window. And as you look into his eyes, like you swear for just a second, you see a wave crash in the dark blue of his iris. And you lock eyes. And his usually steely, visage that he puts up, you see his hand go slack and his jaw opens very slightly before he yes, was there anything else that I could help you with?
No, that'll be all. Thank you. This drink was lovely. And I'll
You're
just
welcome.
put the cup on the bar and walk away.
He takes it.
What? What? What?
Tomorrow, I'm gonna tell you something. Because right now, you're not gonna understand.
Yeah, I
did it.
okay.
I did it.
You did what?
I did it. I'll tell you tomorrow.
I want to know now.
I did the ice. I did the ice.
You did the.
Yeah, I can't do it now. I can't do it again. I did it once.
How did it go? How did it go? Was it like you were like, and then he was like?
I saw the ocean in his eyes. So maybe he did it at the same time because it was like weird. But I did it. I know I did it.
You're such a poet, Rose. You really are. You just have a beautiful way with words.
Thank you.
I got sick in my mouth a minute ago.
You poor thing. And I'll like do like lay on hands or whatever it's called, healing hand or whatever. And I'll just kind of try to heal her a little bit.
Yeah, so that little sicky feeling in your belly, it starts to quell a little bit.
Thank you, Rose. You're such a good friend.
Don't
And I'm having a really good time, but like I wasn't feeling it, but like it's still really nice. You know?
I know. It's good.
The ocean's coming out of my eyes right now and I can't stop it.
It's all right.
Lost, you catch out of the corner of your eye, Owen is kind of trying to lock eye contact with you and is sort of gesturing, like
All right.
questioning.
I turn back to the group. I'm gonna ask him for a wagon and a couple $100 gold.
He's walking over towards the group.
Oh, and I turn around and I go, Olin, let me introduce
yes.
you to my friends.
My rumor slayers.
Yes.
Have we
Decided on that.
come to an agreement?
Yes, so we are definitely interested in going down to the mines and finding out what these rumors, the sources and the origins of these rumors are. And we will come back and deliver that information to you.
I would rather you just take care of any rumor or any instance of anything that would make sure that everyone knows that Hunger's Edge and the mines are completely safe.
And I just kind of wave him close. I'm like, but we've been told that the rumors involve screams and ghosts and dark creatures, and that to me sounds a little dangerous and expensive.
How expensive? He starts kind of playing with his rings again. Adeline, give me a perception check, but you are drunk, so at disadvantage.
Can I help her? Like pull her hair out of
Hold her hair back.
Or I will say, or investigation.
Either one's at a disadvantage.
You. Okay, I'll allow the help.
Okay. I'm gonna roll
No,
investigation.
straight roll.
Nat 18, and I have a +7, so 25.
Whoa.
Okay. Your hands, your hands, your eyes are drawn, not your hands, to Owine's rings. There's something about the motion. It's just like trying to take them off.
That's pretty.
Yeah, there's something about the way that the light kind of dances off as he's moving them around his fingers. But you do see a stone that you recognize, and it's polished over, almost like an opal or a turquoise. Is kind of like oval in shape and completely smooth over, and it's held in like a bevel casing in this ring, which is fairly wide, but it gives off this glow.
Dragonstone? Is that
It
what was
looks a lot like druidite. Yeah,
called?
druidite or dragon shard. Yeah.
So it's just salt that's down in the mines.
Oh, yes, just salt. I mean, it's dangerous, right? It's dangerous, and so we need to go there and just make sure that everyone's safe and that nothing like this happens again, and just put to bed any kind of worry about stories of ghosts and creatures and what have you.
How many times has this not happened already?
You mean how many accidents?
Right.
How many
Yes.
mining accidents? There's been 5 mining accidents so far.
Does that mean 5 dead?
Yes.
Well, there's 5 people Lily could talk to.
It is sad. But, you know, if it wasn't for all these rumors, I'm sure we could get to the bottom of what the actual issue is.
Have you been down there?
And then start to prevent it with measures.
Have you seen it yourself?
No, I don't go into the mines. Been once or twice when they were opened to guide the initial digging, but my station calls for a lot of my attention.
Right. You don't want to get your clothes or your jewelry all dirty down in the mine.
Yeah. Young lady, I have done my time.
I don't want to get my
A
clothes
lot of
dirty down
work,
in a
and I have received fuck all for it until I got here. I've earned this. This is my town, my mine. So, remember your
Well, I was
place.
No, just curious whether you had anything to substantiate these rumors with yourself, but apparently not.
So
But we
would
can do
love
that for you.
to have a new wagon. We probably would not have any need for the yoke goats because this is a lovely coast and I wouldn't mind traveling on the coast. But if you throw in some gold and the assurance that if we happen to find anything interesting down there, we can keep for ourselves. Not salt. You know.
Interesting. Interesting how?
Well, ghosts and dark things and rumors. These are curiosities that
Keep all the ghosts you find. Done.
yeah, curiosities draw things like this from our experience. And our lovely Adeline here is an expert in curiosities and collector. So
Let me see.
yes, so wagon, throw in a couple bags of gold, and we'll definitely take care of it for you. And you can go on having fun. The town can go on working and partying, but never knowing, never worrying, never caring.
Right, it's like a removal fee for whatever it is drawing this unfortunate circumstance
Rumor.
to your mind.
Rumors.
Right, rumors.
Keep what you find. You leave anything in the walls. That belongs to me.
So it's not just salt.
They're salt mines.
Okay.
Aside from that, how much gold do you want?
I'm going to leave that question to our treasurer, Rose.
Oh, all right.
That would be me.
Your weird dragon friend is just kind of moving his mouth at me.
I was like, I had something in my throat, and no sounds were coming out.
Oh,
But I was trying to
feeling
say,
all right now?
yeah, I'm feeling better. So he's a fighter. He likes to fight, and his armor is kind of old and beat up. And maybe you said you were from Horbolder, right? And you could put in addition to the gold, maybe some of your friends who are like smiths in Horbolder could make him a set of armor too.
I don't think you'll need to stop at Horbolder once you've been here. You just
But-
where you going?
Are you saying we shouldn't
do
stop in
have to
Horbolder?
stop.
I would like to.
I'm
insight
expecting a
check that
package
statement.
there.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I suppose you could stop for your package and then just keep moving on. There's no need to stay there. Insight check.
That is a 19, 20, dirty 20.
20. You can tell that he definitely doesn't want you traveling and stopping at Horbolder after being here.
Is it like a place of jealousy or a place of secrecy? Am I able to determine that?
It's not jealousy.
Okay.
You get a hint of worry. Almost like a hint of paranoia. But not as extreme as you'd think the word paranoia, but there's that little bit of like, you don't need to go there.
Well, we've been told that it's lovely. Why wouldn't we want to?
No need. Why do you think I left? It's a shithole. You don't need to be there.
Oh. Why did you leave?
Start a new place. Start a place that's not a shithole. Like what you see around you.
Yeah.
You know? I had some business issues. People narrow-minded people that I had to leave in order to see through my vision.
So we can go there. You just don't want us talking about you and what you have here.
That's not what I said.
But that's what you would prefer, right?
I would prefer my previous peers to not know what it is that I have going on here.
We don't have any reason to spread any information about this place.
Good. Because it's all rumor, right?
Okay.
Okay. So how much gold?
Well, I was originally thinking only 200.
I believe I was meant to answer this question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry,
helping
Kai.
out, bro.
I know. I'm just trying to be a little bit more assertive. I'm sorry. Okay.
But you were definitely assertive just now.
Thanks. Anyhow,
Ask for extra. For lost armor.
100 per person.
So 500 gold.
Well, 6 because
It's gonna be 600 because my sister is with us as well.
she's didn't want to come out of the room.
What does that mean? That she's not gonna...
No, we really can't do it without her.
She's an expert on spirits.
She's
100 gold per person that actually does anything. Done.
all right.
And the wagon.
Ah, fuck the wagon. You're fine.
And the armor?
I didn't agree to any of that.
Well, that's why I'm mentioning it now, before we do any handshakes or things like that.
I don't want my name mentioned in Hobolda.
We won't mention your name outside of this city if you don't want.
You can always go to Blasts.
We do have to pick up a package there.
What's blast?
Blast's Furnace. Here.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Second level.
Oh.
So you'll get him to give him a good set of armor.
I don't fucking know.
We can look into it.
Well,
I think these terms are quite amenable.
Yes.
Your city is lovely.
Thank you.
And I think I'm beginning to understand the draw.
It's a beautiful city.
In a beautiful place where people get to start over.
Right.
Which, I don't know, maybe that does sound nice.
Sometimes we need a fresh start.
Now that's something I understand.
Good.
I'll go grab a couple more drinks.
Well. Come by my chambers tomorrow.
Thank you.
We can talk more about these rumors.
And I come back and I hand him a drink. I'm like, there's drink on this.
It's a Kaya.
It's the new drink.
He looks back at
This-
Lewin like... And Lewin's just like cleaning up a little bit and goes,
And I try to lock eyes with him. And I'm like Rose did. I'm like, You must
Roll a
drink it.
persuasion check.
You must drink it slowly.
Oh, are you doing it with Owain?
Yeah, I'm having a drink with Oline to seal the deal.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I
Disadvantage.
try my best Rose impression. And I got a 17.
17.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at the concoction and looks at you and goes, "All right." knocks the glass and just whoa, like the whole thing. You just watch it like cascade down till it's gone.
He didn't drink it slowly.
You wipe some of the froth away from like his big mustache. And,
Are your chambers the ones at the top?
Lewin! It's all right, that is. We're on the
You're
menu.
going to be famous.
We'll rename it though, right?
It's all right, Gahlia.
What were you saying, buddy?
Your chambers, you're at the building at the top level. Top.
Aye. 4th level.
It's not another ladder, is it?
Nope. No ladders.
I don't like the way he said that.
Enjoy your stay, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you in the morning. And he
Okay.
turns and starts to take his leave back to a small sort of gathering of other dwarves. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Hey, we had a goodbye with somebody that wasn't awkward.
That's because he just took the initiative. It's a politician. He's like, yeah. Hey, everyone! Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for the raids. If any of you are still around, hey, what helps us a massive amount is if you go ahead and click that follow button. You'll actually get a character rolled on screen, like some of you have already done. I was watching them come in.
Yeah.
There's some pretty cool combos that are rolled up on this, but it is completely free and it helps us a ton. So if you're able to just kind of inch your hand over on your mouse and just give us a little boop of love, that would be so welcome. We also have a Discord, so if you guys want to, you can jump in there and chit chat with us. Just put the link in the chat there. So if you want to come and chat with us and hang and know when new things are coming out, that would be awesome. Yeah, hey, thanks so much for sticking around with this. This has been a silly few episodes to kind of come off the back of some very serious stuff that happened beforehand. So this is all fun. I love this kind of stuff. Thank you so much. We're going to find someone to raid, so definitely make sure that you stay in for the raid so you can get those bonus flex points to then spend on the players on the next game. We are going to be missing Monday's Legends, but we will be live. We will be hanging out 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST, so make sure that you're there on Monday. We'll likely do some kind of community hangout stream, so we'll put that together over the weekend, and Legends will be back the following Monday. Thank you guys so much. Are we finding someone to raid?
Yeah.
What about that Magi RPG? They raid us quite a bit.
Okay.
Let's we can return the favor.
I don't have that up in front of me, so
MAGI RPG. So we'll go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and raid those guys. Throw some raid emojis in there. Let them know that you're coming from here. Yes. There we go. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for starting your weekend off the right way. I'm sorry I just smacked and that probably was loud. But Thank you so much for starting your weekend off the right way. This is the Swole Initiative Network. These guys are my favorites, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much, guys. We love you.